record button. And it should be, it's recording. 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Chainsaw Bar. I'm Mike. I'm joined by
Madeline
and
Clayton.
Excellent. We got Clayton over the Zoom. We're not getting paid by the Zoom Corporation by this, but we're trying it out.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored. Correct. So, yep, we're just giving it good. It's good to see everybody's moving around. It's good to hear everybody's voice again.
Yeah. It's fresh air.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Let's jump some questions in. What have you been doing during COVID there, Clayton?
Absolutely nothing really. I mean, doing a little bit of reading, a little bit of watching TV, a little bit of computer games, whatever. I actually started learning how to play guitar during this break, and it's coming along slowly but nicely. It helped to have bigger hands, but it worked.
You can make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Guitar Hero, is it?
No, it's definitely not. But I mean, you definitely feel like you could be a lot cooler than if he's playing Guitar Hero. But that was fun too. So
You can do both.
No.
Yeah, you can totally do both, and either one is a challenge in and of itself, and they're not the same.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's good. Oh man, what you been?
How about you?
Oh, me? Oh man, like my notes. I've just been looking at like horribleness, like humanity's craziness. Just like everybody is so bored, they come to where I work and then just look dead, and then some don't care. It's crazy. And we seen the horrors of the world yesterday. We went out to Deep Creek. Hashtag Deep Creek is Death Creek, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
We didn't get out of the car.
Well, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I definitely wouldn't even made it that far. It's scary to go anywhere these days, but
It was insane. Like there were people here from like fucking Wisconsin and shit.
Yeah. Well, every time I'm out on the road, I don't see North Carolina tags. I see all the hot zones for COVID tags. Yeah, that's all I see.
Oh, so bad. Yeah, the freaking Alabama plate. Ugh, just gross.
Floridians, Lonnie, Jason.
Yeah, it's terrible. It was scary looking. They were all out there just fucking arm in arm, just right beside each other. You could tell families were families, but then you could tell there were just other groups of people just not being in the damn social distancing group to that other family and that family next to them. It was just watching like a zombie movie or something. It was awful.
It's a real life horror. And then there was the guy.
Funny. Oh, go ahead.
The guy who was like stopped letting everybody out of the truck, and it was like clown car style because people just kept getting out, and he was there forever blocking the whole driveway where he was actually facing the wrong direction, parked beside the one way only sign, blocking everybody from who was just trying to get out of the parking lot. You know how it loops around. We were just trying to get back out because we realized this isn't where we need to be, only for the amusement of it. But I mean, amusing in the same way that horror movies are amusing. It's like mostly scary.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny whenever, like, we didn't need a zombie apocalypse. We just needed a pandemic. And then we realized that white America is the undead of this world.
For real.
Yeah.
and everything. I mean, and there's so many parallels there with horror movies. Jaws.
Yeah.
That one's come
Yeah.
up a lot. That one we just watched the other week, Rabid, where they all had the.
Oh, I still need to watch Rabid. I got to get on that, and I haven't been.
I have to watch the remake.
She's got to watch the remake. Soska Sisters remake.
Yeah.
On my to-do list. I'll probably watch it.
Well, no, that's the one I'm talking about. I know the original, but like I haven't watched the remake. Like I would like to see that one.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna definitely do here this week. Oh man,
we could probably Zoom it.
Hey.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I have no idea how that would work, but
nothing's impossible.
I know Gene wants to do like movie review style things, where we're watching the movie, talking about it, and that's audio track.
Like commentary.
Yeah, we're just gonna do exactly. Commentary track is what he wants to do, and I don't know how that would go, but I'm kind of.
I mean, you can do that, but like, how do you put that? How do you put that in a podcast? So you're like, okay, listeners, this is gonna be a commentary, and then you get them to set it up and say, okay, set your DVR and set it on pause, and then we're gonna start commentary in 3, 2, 1, start your movie, and then that's how it goes. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that works.
That's exactly how it probably goes, and then then they just kind of wing it. They're like, oh wait, they're a couple seconds ahead of me, but at the same time, who cares?
Yeah. Well, then they kind of just tone us out, because after a couple minutes of hearing us ramble about it, they're like, I want to watch the fucking movie. I don't want to listen to these jackoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Mystery Science Theater. We could be Science Theater without having the rights to the movies.
So
I feel like we're gonna get copyright infringement if we start doing this on random movies.
Yeah, that's true. But
I'm not sure if it's legal. We'll have to look that up. I don't know.
We'd have to mark it off as a reaction to video, I think, is how we'd have to do it.
Yeah.
Like horror movie buffs react to the movie, blah blah blah. Then we just do a commentary, damn movie.
Right? Yeah, because kids do it on YouTube all the time.
Well, sure. Yeah.
This is my first time hearing Journey.
But at that point, we'd probably just have to make YouTube videos.
Yeah, that's what also Gene really wants to do. He wants to make a YouTube video. I'm just like, oh god damn it, Gene. No, I'm not sure.
I mean, like I said, remember we talked about making miniature movies like every week and then just putting them up somewhere.
Yep, that's YouTube.
Telling you.
Yeah, that's what we should do. We just have to figure out the scripts and how we're gonna do it.
Ooh.
Well, it was all going well until March happened.
Oh yeah, March.
Literally better March Madness than I'm used to knowing.
Yeah, it's only been like horror show, just like the real horror has been like our lives, and reading the news and like murder hornets and craziness, and it was just insane.
The craziest shit, like clouds in the atmosphere that are actually just giant winged ants flying around.
Saharan dust storms hitting North Carolina. Like what?
Plague after plague.
Yeah, it's been insane.
Yeah, it's been biblical.
Yeah,
it's starting to get biblical. It's like, but they say a dead clock's right twice a day, so I don't know.
Oh, that's so true and sad.
Sorry, guys.
All right, let's pop a quick question. What did you do that was horror related this week? Kind of rhetorical now, since we already talked about what we did.
Surviving the real life horror movie is not something horrible, or dealing with horror, I guess just, that's it, man. All this week, like it's like every day, just trying to stay away from this virus as best as you can. That's been my life the past 4 months, living this horror that we're living now. I can't go any further than that at the moment.
I agree. Wow, yeah, that's exactly it. It's been a weird ass damn 4 months. I can't believe it's been 4 months and we're almost halfway through summer now. Blows my mind.
Yep. And then it might get worse in the fall.
I think it's going to be getting worse in the fall.
It's definitely going to get.
It's already getting worse now. So.
Yeah, and the weather did not kill it. So Oh
Nope.
man, that's horrible.
Neither did Trump, but he said he was gonna make it disappear. So
Oh yeah, Trump is gonna save us all.
yeah, I believe it. I'm waiting on it. You know,
Hammer.
when oh God, I guess I better just go drink my hydroxychloroquine or something. I don't know.
No, oh no, not to, you're you're still damn required to make a show, so we're gonna have to figure out a way to animate you so you can make sounds. You do
He
that
said it's
too.
not that bad. He said it'll actually just set you straight.
Right.
Horrible.
Look at him. He's doing great. He took it for 2 weeks.
Mm.
Sure.
Yeah, he's the president
Yep.
of the United States too, so I guess he's got that. Ugh.
I want to get that. I want to get that permanent Michael Jackson forward tilt like Trump does.
Oh, gross.
MJ wore special shoes. That's
But Trump
that's
is
the remarkable
naturally
thing. I
good.
think it's just like gravity rejecting him. Like, get away from me. Like the surface of the earth is like, no, I'm pushing back.
It's like he's trying to fall, but the ground don't want him.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's my theory.
I could believe that.
Oh god.
How about you all? What's other than the horrors of that? Would that be, any other horrors
great
around your
time.
house?
This is my element. Like I'm isolated from other people. I
Yeah.
have a little garden I piddle around in.
She's not going back to work and probably won't, so that's all right.
Not going back there. It's not safe.
I know, Mike. What are you doing going back?
I don't know. I didn't want to go to swing shift. The end. It's like,
Yeah, they kind of put his nuts in a vice.
yeah, that's how it's
I
defined.
mean,
It's like you go back, or you go back to swing shift. And I was like, I'll see you on Friday. Happy 4th of July.
it's like, look, I don't know. I'd be like, well, let me see. We go back, risk my life, getting sick, all right, or I go to swing shift. I still want to. I just want to end my life. Either way, my life ends pretty quickly, so might as well just choose one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But pretty much that's the only reason any of us all went back. Like the entire shift was like, yeah, except for a few of them that went back like in May. We had like 3 or 4 of them go back in May, and I was like, weird.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, you guys are crazy.
How many bit the bullet and went to swing?
They didn't really bite the bullet. They just kind of got thrown into the bullet.
I mean, yeah. Who got pushed? Who got freaking 100?
Four main shift day shifters got thrown on swing shift.
That is funny.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. But yeah, no names. But yeah, those 4 guys, damn, they look sad.
Were they pissed?
They were not happy. They were not happy.
They'll make it back one day.
Yeah, if we ever get busy enough to actually like merit having us all back, it could. But honestly, they said business through the week, like from Monday to Friday or Thursday, for the summertime is exactly the same, which is fucking weird.
Scary.
So, yeah, the business for the middle of the week is exactly the same as it is during regular summer months the last 10 years.
Weird.
And then it's like on the weekends, even at 30% capacity, it's actually only down about 20%.
That's insane.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. It was like, that's good for December, but that's freaky for my mindset.
That's pretty shitty for the employees, though. They're going to get ravaged by the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's already happening.
It's happening.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Look, maybe they'll come back to days after the second reopening.
God, maybe. It'll probably come after the second coming of Christ, too, but I don't know about that either.
Buddy cry?
Could happen. All right. Let's jump to another question. Oh, man. What was the most recent horror movie you watched? Most recent.
Most recent. Well, it's been that long, huh?
Damn.
Yeah.
Sad.
Okay, you can list a few recent.
Yeah, like.
Well, I mean, like I had been watching stuff, but it's like I piddle here and there, and the last thing, like I was literally watching the other day. I was watching From Dusk Till Dawn the other day just because it was on. But I don't know. I was watching some things like on Shudder. Uh, the the Beach House movie that I watched was pretty good.
How was it? That looked cool. I wasn't sure what to make of that.
It was out a couple weeks ago, like a couple of weeks ago, and I was watching it, and it was really good, man. You like body horror? You should check that one out. Really good. It gets really really intense and really really quickly.
No, that's awesome. Yeah,
It's done by David Cronenberg.
What?
Is he still alive?
He actually did that? Whoa.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Or I'm not sure, unless is it him or his son? I think it's his son.
Okay, so
but I'm pretty sure he's still alive too. Like I think it might be his son or something like that. But it's a Cronenberg film.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah.
So
that's
now I know what you mean when you say body horror.
Yeah. So that's
yeah. How about? But that's I've dabbled. Like I hadn't watched as much as I should have. But on a cool note, like I didn't watch horror. Like remember I was telling you about the Tom Savini PPE masks. I finally got mine in, and they are really sweet. And I got them signed by Tom Savini. So it's so cool.
Oh man, COVID unemployment fucking going the distance.
Right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Holy
he figured out how a way to rake the dollars in.
God, that's awesome. You paid for the damn signature. That's badass.
I mean,
and you're regretting all your life's decisions.
Yep.
Man. I never regret my life decisions because every time I make a decision in my life, it's exactly what I want to fucking happen in my life.
There you go.
There you go. That's confident. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. And I don't regret spending that money because it's keeping me safe, and at the same time, I get to look really fucking cool during this apocalyptic world we're about to go through.
There you go. That's important.
Kick ass. Yeah, that's fucking kick ass. All right, that's awesome. All right, next question. I got you. So, how you feeling about the fact that like there are no cons or magic tournaments for the foreseeable future now? Because like Dragon Con's off, Mad Monster's gone, Fanboy's gone, and all the Star City games are canceled, and all the Magic regular stuff are canceled. How you feel about that?
So the way I feel about that is that's more money in my pocket, first thought. But at the same time, like, I'm going to miss it, man. I mean, going to stuff like that is always definitely worth the money. I hope that it's not too far down the road before we get back to doing stuff like that. I'm going to miss it for the time being, but they do have Magic stuff, like tournaments they'll host online in the meantime. They're still alive, just paper Magic's kind of dead now. But as for the cons and stuff like that, that's pretty brutal. But they're still doing these things like where they do stuff like this, like video, like the Comic-Con's going to be at home Comic-Con, or it's already happened or whatever. But I'm sure they're going to do more of that with all these other cons that could be going on. And so, but it's like we're finding ways to adapt to this and do things regardless of whether we can or cannot do it. That's what's really cool about it, is that we just keep figuring out ways to make things happen, even though they're not really possible to do in person.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely. Like we're doing now, we're making a podcast and we're not face to face in the same room like we have been. So that's kind of cool. We're still gonna make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, just because you can't be in the same room or that close to each other doesn't mean it can't happen.
Yes, and especially with no budget at all.
Technology's come a long way.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
Hello?
Yep, you're still here. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It says internet connection is not stable. Hopefully it's good.
What is stable? What's stability?
I don't understand stable. All right, so I'm going to jump to you then until he pops back on. What do you feel is the greatest monster movie? Big creature?
I didn't get to answer the other questions.
No. Most of them revolve around what we already do day to day. But I'm gonna jump to that one since it's just kind of right there. It's been on
Greatest monster. You there?
Yeah, kind of cut out there.
Yeah,
You said we were unstable. Can you believe that?
unstable.
Oh, I know. We are very unstable.
Yeah, freaky. Yeah, so I asked her like the question, what do you feel is the greatest giant big creature or monster based horror movie?
Oh,
And that's what I'm asking Maddie. So she's sitting there.
She's sitting here wringing her hands because it's a hard call.
does it have to be the larger than life things?
Ideally a big one, not super like
Okay.
Godzilla necessarily, unless you want somewhere in between there.
Unless Godzilla's the best.
Unless Godzilla's the best. But yeah,
I mean, I think
This is up there.
Godzilla's an asshole.
Oh,
pretty much. I agree.
I don't. I think he was misunderstood.
He's just a
As are a lot of mass killers.
This is the way I feel about monsters, though. It's a monster thing.
It's true.
Monsters are misunderstood. I didn't think you were gonna just throw me to the wolves with like naming which one's the best. I thought I was just gonna have to like list off like some good.
Well, what comes off the top of your head as soon as you hear that?
Well, today, it was The Fly, the Cronenberg one, because I don't remember the film except for how freaking hot Jeff Goldblum was in that.
true.
But it's because our son who's going into 8th grade, I gave him the assignment of reading The Metamorphosis, Franz Kafka. So it's been on my mind. And then I thought about that movie, which I haven't really seen in years, like since it came out. And it came out in like 1987.
Yeah.
You need to get on it because it's
Huh?
still pretty great. It's still pretty great. You need
Is
to
it?
watch it.
I'll need to go back and rewatch it, especially after he finishes the story. Even though I remember there were
so
some sexy parts that
disgusting.
will embarrass him, but he likes horror movies, so he's used to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one.
I wasn't ready for that movie when I first seen it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it
No.
is very, very different. But I like that idea, or the Kafka idea at any rate, of just being like you wake up one day and everybody treats you like a monster. And you're hideous. And you are in fact physically a monster.
Welcome to being black in America.
Right? Or gay, or in the case of Franz Kafka,
Gay.
Jewish.
Yeah.
In Nazi Germany,
Wait, let me rephrase that. Welcome to not being approved by white people in America.
Right, right.
Terrible.
Exactly.
True.
Yeah, there's always an allegory there, something representing something else. That's what Oliver and I were talking about when he was reading the book, and I made him give me his like first third of the way through the book, analysis of what he'd read. He was like, yeah, some things are definitely meaning other things, or they could just be taken at face value. It's just, an insect. A man turns into an insect. I was like, yeah, which is never how we take anything like that as human beings. That's not why it's written. And I know that the writing is very straightforward, but it's like the idea is that we take something from it in our humanity. So that was one that stuck out to me, although I really, like I said, hardly remember that movie. I think that the effects were pretty good. Now, some of my favorite monster movies, like as far as monsters go, like Pumpkinhead seriously jumps out there.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
That's classic.
It was just scary.
He's a big old thing.
The creature from the black.
The second one sucked. I'm gonna be honest, it was not great.
Yeah, they didn't need to keep making Pumpkinhead movies. But that was a thing in the 80s, if you remember. They just had to make sequels upon sequels upon sequels.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, is there a third and fourth one? I mean, I've only seen the first two.
I can't.
I think that there's
verify.
several, but
I think there's
can't
at
remember.
least 2, maybe 3. I don't know about 4 though. 4 might be.
I know there's definitely two. I don't. I'm guessing that there's some beyond two.
Oh,
You know what? We have the interwebs.
oh my goodness. All right. How were your feelings about that? What's your the greatest big monster, big creature kind of based horror movie we got?
Man. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park dinosaurs.
Yeah, man. I mean, aren't like dinosaurs scary and they're supposedly real at once, you know?
Fair.
Fair. There's at least.
I mean, I guess. Let me think of it this. Let me put it in this. Let me put it this way. It's like I could see all these other things in movies that could terrify me and come after me, but there was something more realistic about like reptiles being that big and actually coming after you, like the terror that ensues when a giant T-Rex is running after you. Whenever like it gives you no hope to get away, it's gonna eat you if it catches you. It's either I mean that's the case with anything, but I don't know. It just that one just felt like it was kind of close to home, like as possible, most possibly realistic thing that could happen to somebody in a horror movie.
Yeah.
Instead of science fiction or something like that coming into play, mutant creatures growing large, being large, where as to somewhat history, some point in history tells us that these giant monsters were actually there at one point or here on Earth at one point. And so they kind of helped you like show you what it would be like had they been alive today. So that was kind of really a reality check for horror for me when I first seen those.
See, I never considered that a horror movie. Whereas something like Jaws, I would.
Yeah.
First movie definitely was pretty kind of horror. There were some scary factors. It was all built up, but then it was all just survival horror. You're trying to survive the monster.
Yeah. So I mean,
it's definitely horror though. If you can count Jaws, you can count Jurassic Park.
Yeah. I was wondering earlier because I on my list of recently watched movies, I watched The Return of Swamp Thing, which isn't really a horror movie, although the original Swamp Thing, the Wes Craven one, was more of a horror movie, and it's definitely in the Dark Justice League universe, or whatever they want us to call it now, Justice League Dark. I always called it Dark DC, but I guess I was wrong. Anyway, The Return of Swamp Thing, and it's kind of that's just a campy movie all around. It's not really horrific at all, and obviously Swamp Thing's a good guy, but still a monster movie. Is that a horror movie? Can you be a monster movie and not be a horror movie? I mean, Monsters Inc., that was a monster movie and not a horror movie.
I mean, it might have been horrible to some kids.
It was like horrible on this grown woman's heart when she watched Monsters Inc. the first time and just cried.
See, does horror have to be like, oh, I'm scared? Horror can be the fear of heartbreaking.
Right.
Emotional horror.
You.
I can see that, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds. It comes in all different.
Yeah, the crushing factor of being stressed out about your job and trying to provide and keep up and make sure you're doing that. Yeah, I could see that being stressful.
Yep. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, it's horror. It's just a different kind of horror.
Yeah.
Totally.
Well, I forgot to say The Host. That was one of my favorite monsters.
The Host monster was pretty epic.
That monster was pretty.
What about you, Mike? What's yours?
Well, I wrote down and I thought about it, and in honor of it being the 45th anniversary of the monster that was born during the month I was born, being July, it's 45 years of Jaws. Jaws is 45th anniversary is this month, and it has to be Jaws. I wanted to go with the other one, but then it's like 45 years? Damn, I'm 45. Jaws is 45.
Wait,
Yeah,
what was the other one?
You're 45. Smile, you son of a bitch.
Ah, God.
Yeah.
That's it exactly. So there we go. Yeah, my other one was like when I was growing up, it popped in my head, and like if it isn't Jaws, it's definitely the Queen Xenomorph from Alien.
Yeah.
She's like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's like so just the threat, so scary and murky
It's
and
so geigery.
so geigery. Yeah,
Yeah, that was brilliant.
yeah, that's
It's
my
It's
big.
like when that thing took over the screen, you knew shit was going down.
Oh.
Yeah, you seen that and your jaw dropped, and then you kind of scrunch down your seat a little bit. I don't ever want to go to space ever. No.
Right. Space was already terrifying.
It's like it was cool growing up. It's like space. We could go to the moon. It's gonna be awesome. And then they release aliens. It's like F fucking space, man. Fuck that. I'm not going to space if I could run into the Queen Alien. Fuck that.
On a quick side note, did you see where that doctor was saying they use alien DNA to do lab research?
Dear God, I did not have that on my bingo card. What the fuck? I did not.
Yeah, it was on TV the other day when they were talking about dealing with the COVID and stuff. Or that woman, it was some woman doctor. She was saying that they use all kinds of stuff, even alien DNA, to do research on vaccines and all kinds of other stuff.
Oh my God.
Do you want Starship Troopers? Because this is how you get
yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
and Space Force.
Well, this is how we get Godzilla too.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It's not far off. I think that's how we get King Ghidorah. Ghidorah.
Yeah.
He's
Ghidorah.
like the alien.
Mothra. Yeah.
Maybe. I think King Ghidorah. So bad with
Spell it.
Ghidorah.
Ghidorah.
King
Yeah.
Ghidorah.
He's the alien of the monsters
Ghidorah.
in the Godzilla universe. He's the alien one, according to the latest movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's it.
They need to make a movie about the Ukana.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, definitely. Could definitely do that. I seen a video today about like a swimmer that was in the Amazon taking a pic, just sitting there live filming a damn 23-foot anaconda that's coming out of hibernation, just chilling.
Jeez.
And I was like, oh my Lord, that's a Conan-sized snake. Horrible.
Yeah. I mean, that's a monster in and of itself. So that could be. I mean, they made that movie too.
Yeah. Yep.
Anaconda or Lair of the White Worm? I'm just kidding.
Anaconda.
It was a trick question. And Conan.
And Conan.
And Conan.
All
And
right.
Harry Potter.
All
All
right.
the Basilisk movies.
Not Harry Potter.
Sorry, there was a Basilisk.
Not relevant.
That was relevant.
That's awful. All right, let's see. Oh man, let's see. What did we watch this week? Anybody got any suggestions for what we did watch this week that you want to talk about? I think Clayton, you've already talked about what you've seen this week.
Yeah.
What have you seen, babe? You want to talk about anything interesting there?
Besides Return of Swamp Thing?
So,
Yes.
Swamp Thing.
Yes.
And
I
what
watched-
else? Or that.
That was actually pretty fun. The Girl with All the Gifts. We watched that. That was really good. That's a good zombie movie. It has a
Girl
little
with
kid,
all the gifts.
Totally.
little kid actor upstaging Glenn Close. So yeah, different take on zombies. They're fast zombies, which I hate. I hate fast zombies. Still really, really good, powerful, like one of those like thinking people's zombie movies, a la Night of the Living Dead, a la 28 Days Later.
Yep.
Kind of, it makes you
The modern fast zombie.
you
Gross.
think, and it makes you think about who deserves to live and who deserves to die. It's a different take on a zombie movie, and I thought it was really good. It's British.
Is that on Shudder?
It is on Shudder.
It
I
is
need to
good.
go watch that.
Very good.
Well, did you ever earlier? Well, see, earlier in quarantine. Sorry.
Fine.
I did catch. Did you get to watch Tigers Aren't Afraid?
I haven't watched that.
Oh, that's on my list. I still haven't got to see it. Is it any good?
Yes, it is so good. Just the Asian film. You have to read subtitles, but it's so worth the story because it's about a group of little kids running from a cartel that are trying to kill them because they have a phone with a bunch of names and contacts in it, and then they, they're I can't remember all the details, but there was somehow they get this magical chalk, and then they're able to write down, or they're able to use it. They get 3 wishes, but whatever they wish for will come true, but at the consequence that something bad happens with every wish that's made.
Oh, all Wishmaster. Gross.
Yeah.
Ew.
So, but the consequences in this are like very, very, very dark. Like this is such a dark movie. You're like I said again, you're dealing with kids. It gets so like emotional and dark, man. It's one of the darkest movies I've ever seen. If you have not seen it and it's still on Shudder now, please watch it. Like as soon as we get done here, try to go watch the movie. I promise you, you'll be like, "What the fuck did I just watch?" And it's so good.
I know it was on Shudder, but I'm not sure if it still is.
I'm thinking it is. I think it's one of their like originals, so I think it's on their system. I think they may have paid for it or something.
Yeah, I did want to watch that, but it looked like you said, it looked a little dark, and I wasn't sure I was in the right headspace.
Hey, look, I'll tell you this. All right, so when dealing with little kids and their lives are on the line,
Yeah.
and I know y'all have kids yourselves, and when you watch this movie, it might make your eyes water.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Good
It's
stuff.
real touching.
Oh, that sounds good.
So I got 2 more movies. We watched one of them I watched together with you, Mike, Perfume.
Perfume. Did you ever get to see that one?
Which one?
Anyway, Clayton.
Which one?
Perfume.
No, I never seen that one.
It's got real Silence of the Lambs feel to it. It's real it's a fancy art piece. Like years and years ago, Gene said, "Hey Mike, you've got the internet." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm holding a damn patent on the internet, so I'm the only one that's got it." And he's like, "Oh good, can you look for me and get me a movie? See if you can order this movie." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. What is it?" And he's like, "It's called Perfume. I seen it a long time ago, and I want a copy of it, and I've never found a copy of it." And I was like, "All right, let's see if we can find it." So I sat there on the internet looking up, and at the time, a couple of cheapest options I could find were in the hundreds range for a damn DVD. And I was like, $100 for a DVD? That's insane. But apparently it was out of print, and like they were holding deals on it, not being able to sell it. But like I was able to find them like a damn $25 copy of it. And
okay.
And I was like, all right, I'll test it, make sure it works. And I sat there and watched that film and was blown away. But yeah, if you get a chance to watch Perfume.
The Story of a Murderer.
The Story of a Murderer.
It's just, it's very different. It's very beautifully filmed.
It's got amazing
and
cast.
Yeah. It really does. Alan Rickman, Dustin Hoffman. I mean, yeah,
Okay.
no, for a film that nobody's ever heard of. And it was really beautifully filmed and really genuinely frightening and upsetting and weird.
Was it filmed in America or?
No, definitely. It's set in France.
Set in France. I think it's definitely filmed in Europe somewhere, where the cheap filming spots were, but maybe not at the same time.
What year?
2006, 2007, something like that. 2006. And it's very much like a thriller.
Yeah.
Very, very big mind fuck.
Yeah, it's impressive. It's just like, I was blown away. I was like, damn, Gene, you nailed a gem there. I'm glad I could see that.
Yeah, definitely, definitely different. And then the third horror movie, going back to my other kind of favorite horror movie, was Jesus Christ Vampire Hunter, which is a early 2000s Canadian low, how low can you go, a budget B movie. Apparently has a cult following now. It's just like a bunch of like Canadian punk rockers with bad fashion sense made a movie that was like married their love of Jesus and vampires and kung fu.
It's like how does Jesus lose against vampires? I mean, he's won with the cross. I mean,
Right?
I don't know.
Did I say he loses?
I mean, you know, I'm just saying that just seems like a one-sided movie.
But he does get his ass kicked quite a bit. No, it was good. Actually, there's really nothing offensive about it. Well, I mean, some people would be offended by it just because of the title.
And the fact they're trying to bring.
I mean, speaking of ass kicking, I mean, it's not horror related, but I did see Nin Jesus.
Nin Jesus?
Nin Jesus.
Nin Jesus.
Well, we'll have to check that out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus definitely has some ninja moves in this. He like takes on a whole clown car full of atheists. There's some musical sequences. There's a bunch of unnecessary stuff, and the whole premise is that like these daywalking vampires are killing all the lesbians in Ottawa.
In Ottawa.
And Jesus.
We love you, Canada.
And before he about the second coming stuff and judging the world, he has to take on these vampires and figure out what's happening to all the lesbians. So yeah, it was good. It was cute. It was really campy. It was really low budget, like so low budget, like where you can hear like the wind, like they didn't have good booms.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like the editing is terrible. There's also a luchador in it.
Oh.
Called El Santo, I think, or Santo. Anyway, basically saint, right? So he has to be Jesus' sidekick at one point. There's like a mercenary kind of character called Mary Magnum. It was cute. I liked it.
That's why we got.
If you get a chance, that's out there on the internet. I watched it maybe through Amazon Prime or something.
Yeah. That's why we got to check out that undead wrestling movie where that guy, like, I don't know, he goes around wrestling people and killing them or something like that. And then the slogan was, "You can't tap out if you're dead."
What? Oh my God.
I mean, I want to see it. You gotta look it up, and we gotta watch that one at some point if possible.
That might be a comedy track. You're dead.
It seems so great to me. So great.
Oh my God. All right, so that's crazy. All right, so like
we're like the podcast for like bad B horror movies. Like, I mean, but they're so great that you know, we're not really mainstream horror. We're more about the B horror that's like really so awful it's good.
Wrestle Massacre. Oh my God, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta check that one out. Really.
Yeah, I love B movies.
Oh yeah, Perfume is on Tubi. So if you get the Tubi app and you can get a decent stream or internet access, Tubi, it's a free thing. You have to watch a commercial, just like the 1980s when we were growing up as little kids, or you maybe in the 90s when TV still had commercials. Like that kind of feel. We sat the commercials, gave us a few minutes to run and get a soda and come back. So it was pretty fun. It was a good damn old time feeling, and then it was a great film for Perfume.
There were a lot of commercials that revolved around like Febreze and Glade and stuff that just like I could see why they would put those in there. Like they're trying to pander to a certain audience, but they got us wrong.
And they got the movie wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of amusing. We also watched. Oh wait! We need to talk about this. We watched Cabin in the Woods.
Oh my God!
Oh, finally? Yeah, I remember you telling me you finally seen that. It's about time.
It was amazing.
Speaking of monsters, that was great. It was only because Mike and Oliver had watched Dr. Horrible's sing-along vlog like 4 times in a row, like 4 days in a row, made me watch it, and I was like, hey, Oliver, do you want to watch something else that Joss Whedon did? And apparently he can't watch Firefly, or he won't, whatever. He's already seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So we went to Cabin in the Woods, and that was actually surprisingly good to me.
It's very good. Like it's a great take on the horror genre.
Yeah, and it had that almost like Kentucky Fried Movie
Yeah,
feel
it was.
to what was going on.
It was like it gave a lot of thrills, but it didn't take itself too seriously. That's what was great about it.
Right, which is
True.
what's great about everything that Joss Whedon does.
Yeah,
Honestly, like he's
I think I just love seeing Thor just die the way he did in that movie.
Yeah, that's true. That was good. Gosh, what a crazy film.
It was kind of ironic because he was Thor and he gets
right.
shockingly killed.
Very true.
I was not expecting that part, actually. I was like,
oh yeah, spoilers, people.
oh,
Deal with
sorry,
it.
spoilers if you haven't seen Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah, you should have already, but
you should have. I should have also.
It'll give you something to look forward to.
Yeah, I forgot about.
I think the layers of the movie was what made it really great.
It had a weird ass. It definitely had a weird, the Cube kind of feel to it in the second half, which I enjoyed. But wow, it was cool.
Just like it kept getting deeper and deeper.
Yeah, really. That was well done. And we watched a couple other horror movies. We watched Chopping Mall.
She finally seen Chopping Mall.
I'd never seen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, great film.
That was fun. And we watched that Shudder original Blood Quantum.
Ah, yeah. If you haven't seen Blood Quantum, there's a treat on Shudder.
You'll appreciate this.
Yeah, check out Blood Quantum. That's a good one.
All right. I'll have to.
Yeah, it's a Shudder.
I started watching. Which one's the one where it's like old tribe, but they fight like zombies and stuff like that? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Like everybody else is getting turned into zombies except for this one tribe, and apparently
they're like really strong zombies. I guess that it's been a while since I've watched it, but like I started watching it and then like I hadn't watched it much since, but I liked it. I didn't finish watching it.
Yeah, some of the first parts are a bit to get to, but then once you got to the main beef of the movie, like the grandpa, what a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my father was amazing. He was just like, he's walking around with katanas. He's a house. I love that guy. But yeah, Blood Quantum, amazing film. Just wow.
And it's something different that you don't really see very much.
Yep, and it's just like those guys need to have like cut off basketball shorts. Sorry.
Seriously, the lack of basketball shorts was disappointing.
I think they were Canadian Indians, so.
I'm pretty sure that's universal. I mean, you can say that about Twilight too. They were on the West Coast, but I've lived on the West Coast.
Don't mention Twilight and my horror.
I did it. I'm sorry.
They had cut off jean shorts at least. That was fairly accurate.
Yeah.
Cut off shorts in general.
Could have been more accurate. They weren't being sexed up by the lady writer.
Yeah.
I used the term writer very loosely there.
All right. God. So like last night, me and Oliver sat down and he made me watch, he did essentially, because I didn't see it. We sat down and watched The Silence. And it was pretty fun. It was good, actually. I was like, wow, okay, this is a nice take. It turned out to be another Kanan Shepka film, the girl that was or Sabrina the Teenage Witch and the dang Chilling Adventures girl. And I've been watching a lot of her films lately. So I think something about Netflix has a deal with her where they play all her movies. But this one was good because, have you ever seen The Silence?
I have not.
Me neither.
It's about, spoiler, I'm not going to tell you how long, but either way, spoiler, it's about somewhere in the Appalachia, a bunch of cave spelunkers smash the wall and unleash this ungodly horde of bat monsters that just are totally blind and they have total heightened senses of hearing, and they eat humans.
So, side note on that, there was actually a picture. I'll send it to you whenever we're done. It's a picture of like a bat, like it's like the size of a child, and it's hanging down. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
no, it sounds like
When
a
you
giant
said
fruit
bat
bat.
people, yeah. When you said bat people, like yeah.
Fruit bats
I
are fuck.
I got that picture.
Oh man, yeah. So it was.
It looks like a small child, like hanging like a bat. Like it's a bat, but it's like as big as a kid.
See, I'm not afraid of bats.
You know,
And it's probably a result of being born in a town called Bat Cave.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm not saying that you should be afraid of it. I'm just saying there's no way these things should be that big.
Yeah, in this one they were pretty big. They weren't child size, but they were definitely hairless, which was kind of creepy. They were all skin bats,
Ooh, yeah, that is creepy.
and they were all like kind of like the Phyrexian, no eyes, kind of damn like old
yeah.
faces, kind of bat monsters. So no eyes, just creepy. Ate humans, went off sound. It follows like Shipka's little family, and the dad was like Stanley Tucci, Tucci. He did a good role. He was really good. Tucci. But yeah, he did amazing. I liked it. I was happy that during one scene he actually went through and did what we all kind of wanted to. So it was kind of a kind of sound. It's kind of a sound. No, it wasn't Sound Slams. It was a. No, I can't think of it. Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, What's in the Box?
Oh, okay.
That
7?
moment.
7.
7. Yeah, that at the end of the movie where that moment happens, it's like, yes, that moment happened. So I was like, oh, sweet, finally, yes, do it. Don't let something else happen. Have to chase around. Just do the moment, and then boom.
But burning question is, how were the Appalachian accents? Because they never get that right in Hollywood.
They weren't Appalachian. That's the weird thing. I think that one scene was set in Appalachia, but I think they may have ran through the mountains. They were maybe DC people, I think, maybe.
Okay.
And they ran to the mountains in hiding. But it was good. It was cool. It's just like the sign language in it seemed like bullshit. And generally, I just don't know what to make sign language, modern sign language.
American Sign Language?
American Sign Language.
ASL?
It's real, okay?
It's good. I just can't help but be amused by it and just like kind of want to watch it. And like I was watching this one South Carolina governor, and he had this like nice bald, super bearded guy doing the sign language beside him, and he was just looking animated, like unnecessarily animated for what the guy was saying. And
Oh, they do it. They get into it, man. It's
fun.
I would love to learn ASL. I only know a few things, and most of it's profanity that one of my deaf former coworkers, taught to me. But I think it's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah, it was good. I love
the middle finger. The middle finger's universal.
Well, no, you'd think so.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I know there's a lot of ways to say stuff.
But not the universe and not the whole world. It means different things to different people.
They'll be like, "Oh, buddy."
Don't think so, but you never know.
Yeah,
all right.
you know.
All right, let's pop this in. What did you learn this week, everyone? We'll start with our guest Clayton from the interwebs. What did you learn this week?
I learned that. I don't know. I guess I didn't learn it. I guess I'm relearning every day how idiotic our world leader is of the United States of America, and I'm learning that COVID is gonna be the new norm for a lot of years.
Oh man, I think you're right.
And I'm also learning that it's probably inevitably going to get us all at some point, but it's getting real claustrophobic whenever it's closing in real close to home,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm learning self-preservation a lot more these days.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah. Anything on you, Maddie? You learn anything this week?
Horror movie related?
No. What did you learn this week? It's the usual wrap-up question we ask.
You never asked what I was looking forward to coming out soon.
I didn't say I was going to.
Okay. What I learned this week. Let me think. I did learn something interesting the other day. What was it? Oh, so one thing I learned, and this is a really great summer tip and trick for everybody because it's everywhere, especially here we have an ass ton of black walnut trees, is that if you take the leaves off the black walnut tree and dry them and brew them into a strong tea, you can spray it on your skin as a bug repellent and you will not get bit by mosquitoes or no-see-ums. You're welcome, universe.
How long does that last?
It lasts as long as you are outside. I will mention that black walnut leaves will leave a yellow kind of, they will, like, if you're wearing a white shirt, I wouldn't spray it on your shirt. I would put it on your hand, then rub it in so you don't get the yellow dye. So if you've ever dealt with black walnuts in any capacity outside of a grocery store, they are very, very staining. I mean, they like the walnut husks and the leaves are used as a dye in fabric. But yeah, it actually works pretty well, pretty damn well.
Alternatively, you can just get some black walnut leaves, crush them up your hand, and rub them down.
Yeah, you can
and
do
that
that
works
too.
pretty great too.
We've done that in a bunch.
Yeah,
Alternatively, you could just be a tough ass and just let mosquitoes bite you all day.
Right, you could just get malaria and encephalitis.
And see, if you get it, you might become immune to it. Or if you get it, you can inject disinfectant. Maybe it'll help you. Maybe it won't. I don't know.
Or ultraviolet radiation directly into your body. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
It cures everything.
Seems good.
What else did I learn this week?
I learned that I really, really like watching American Sign Language. It is like my new sick thing I like to watch. Like I'll watch like the Fox News where they have the guy talk and then the sign language, and I'll just watch the sign language or not know what the hell that guy's saying at all and not care.
Right. I learned.
I learned something the past maybe like going on 2 months now. I learned how to be vegan.
All right, it's been good knocking with Clayton. We're losing you.
I know.
The signal's getting weak. Oh my God.
No, it's okay. He said vegan. He didn't say I've decided to become plant-based. When they say I'm plant-based, I'm like, okay, and we're back at Swamp Thing. You're already so pretentious.
Right.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Good luck with that.
No,
just don't like start having kids out on the internet, because that happened to my son like day before yesterday. Like some old dude, some vegan dude was like cussing out his teenage friend because she raises chickens, which is obviously not even her choice, it's her family's.
Yeah.
She raises chickens for meat and eggs, and like some dude was trying to get this child kicked off some internet format that they were on. Like, what? Come on.
Ridiculous.
It sounds like a PETA asshole.
Yeah, it's there's definitely the militants out there in all walks of life.
I mean, like, see, for me, like, I'm not here to push anything on anybody. I'm just like, this is how I am. I don't care what everybody else is doing.
All right.
You be you.
Exactly.
I'm definitely gonna have to add a section where we ask you about how veganism is for you from here on out.
From here on out.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Yeah. How's the freaking Jersey Shore Dracula coming along?
It's not. It hadn't been. It should have been in quarantine, but it hasn't been.
Damn it, man.
I hit like a stump, you know.
There's a
But
ball.
when you talk about Jesus, the vampire slayer or whatever, it kind of feels like it needs to come together.
It really ought to. Make it as bad as you possibly can.
I'm gonna have to start typing something up. I mean, I got plenty of time. I just hadn't got on that.
Good stuff. Yeah, definitely. We got some jackass on a freaking motorbike going back and forth in front of the house. So I don't know how that's going to record. Of course.
Yeah, he planned this. Speaking of horror movies.
We'll send the Jersey Shore Dracula after him.
Definitely.
Pump his fist through his chest.
God. All right, let's wrap this up. Any final thoughts, everyone?
Yeah, looking forward to. What are you looking forward to, Clayton?
Okay, all right.
All right, I'm looking forward to Kevin Smith's new slasher movie, Kilroy Was Here.
What?
When's that coming?
I don't know. There's a trailer out though. I can't remember when it's coming out, but it's coming. It's gonna be a saga of movies.
Neat.
Right?
Did you watch the last thing he did? That last horror movie with where Muse was the main guy?
Oh no, I didn't get to see that one. I know what you're talking about though.
That was good. That was a nice little Kevin Smith something Muse horror movie. I liked it. I like the way they turned it. Check it out.
Yeah. Well, you got to check out the trailer for Kilroy Was Here.
I put that down. I definitely will check out that trailer here after a while. Cool.
And remember, go watch Tigers Aren't Afraid.
Tigers Aren't
Write it
Afraid.
down.
Definitely.
And also, I still am technically, but I was looking forward to Halloween Kills coming out this year, but for fuck's sake, it got moved back like everything else to next year. And I was so bummed out that happened. And I was like, they should just give us both movies like in back-to-back weekend releases instead of making us wait 2 whole freaking years to see the whole trilogy. Like I feel like next year they should just give us both movies in a back-to-back release, like for 2 weeks.
Right.
That would be kind of fun.
I know people are impatient these days. Why do they do it?
I might die from COVID. I can't wait that long.
Right?
Exactly. That's the rough part. Yeah, we could die before we get to see them, then we'll just be pissed.
Be like, man, fuck.
We'd have to go. We're gonna have to like do a damn whole fucking scenario where we go over there and break in and steal the movie and watch it just before one of us dies.
It's gonna be a fanboy scenario.
Exactly. Jesus. All right. Final thoughts.
I was looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't really want to know what I'm looking forward to. First of all, because I'm looking forward to the new season of Umbrella Academy. Because I liked the first season so well.
Final thoughts, guys.
Oh, it was good. Shut up. And then next month or August, coming up in August, they're doing the Lovecraft Country series. I'm interested in seeing that. Jordan Peele's producing it. I read the book. It was good.
Don't forget Candyman's still coming.
What?
Oh yeah, Candyman's coming. Yes.
Since Halloween Kills got moved, it's taking Halloween Kills' place in October. It's coming out still.
All right.
Ooh. All right.
Tony Todd?
I think it's a kid. I think he's in there somewhere. He's in.
From what I've read, that he is playing Candyman, like in the movie. But
Candyman in the past, but then the new guy is also kind of Candyman.
So I don't know. I
did watch the trailer. Now you mention it.
We're gonna have to watch it and see what happens. He's in the movie.
Yeah.
Things to look forward to, definitely.
Also, Bill and Ted Face the Music, September 1st. Oh yeah, it's coming.
Yep. That one looks sad and depressing as fuck. Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Oh man, I don't know.
Come on, man. You love Bill and Ted.
True, but I don't want to see the depressing, sad version of him like my life. 45, 50, like fucking, damn, didn't get there. You'll be hearing
Again,
like
smile, you son of a bitch.
Ah, god damn it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking forward to watching Tigers Unafraid and Ninjesus and Killer Was Here eventually.
Yeah.
And Wrestle Massacre.
Wrestle Massacre. Oh,
These are now things on my list of things I'm looking forward to doing this week. That's totally awesome. I think we're going to pre-end this because I need to definitely cover this, given, like, I don't know if it's been delayed or not. We covered it briefly. I don't know if you were there the first time, but King Kong versus Godzilla, who wins and why? Quick thoughts.
Maddie? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, Maddie going first or me?
You go ahead.
Okay. I think King Kong wins because brute strength beats bitch-ass lizard any day.
And I think Godzilla wins because, breathing lightning, you can get a distance on the brute strength where they never get close to you.
He's a lizard, so I don't think
he can dodge him. He's fast. It takes him like 20 years to charge up his lightning breath.
No, he doesn't dodge shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't dodge a helicopter.
He's gonna grab a barrel and throw it at him, and then it's over. Like Mario, game over.
No.
Oh no. Yeah, my idea was like pretty much Godzilla would mop up the floor with King Kong, based on the size alone.
But at the same time, I think that if they recognized each other's struggle, they would actually just team up and take on the real enemy. And let's let that be the lesson we all take with us.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe. But I'm pretty sure the big factor is going to be King Kong's cunning. It's going to be coming down to King Kong. How sneaky and cunning is he? Because he's going to be the one that's sneaking through shit.
He's going to climb a stupid lizard and break his neck, just like he did. Never, but he's going to break necks like Bo. Steven Seagal.
Just like he did before he plummeted to his death in the first movie. Oh yeah. What?
In the 70s remake where he can't fucking climb a fucking skyscraper.
All right, look, to be fair, as long as there ain't a woman that he falls in love with in this movie, he's gonna break Godzilla's neck.
Okay.
That's fair. That seems legit. Even if he's only a third of his size, I'm pretty sure he can get up there and choke him out to damn snap that lizard's neck.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if he can jump on him, he's not going to see. Godzilla's not a fast creature, I will say that.
Neither is
He's gonna tear off one of his scales and beat him to death with it.
With his own scale.
God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Now that would be pretty sweet.
Why not? Yeah.
Yep. All right, I'm going to share this one fact.
Book it. If it doesn't happen, I will have to write Jersey Shore Dracula in 2 weeks.
Noted. We will have that script by the end of August, I hope. Oh, man. Here's a weird fun fact I found on Dread Central when I was researching this Godzilla matchup. Apparently, the UK gave the Godzilla versus King Kong movie from Toho Studios, the first one, a damn X rating. So it was pretty something graphic, pretty bad that they gave it an X rating. It's right up there with them naughties. So impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the first Toho Studios trailer, spoiler alert, the first time they met, Kong did beat him on the top of Mount Fuji. So I don't know how that works out. He had home turf and he still got beat. So Godzilla's not got a good track record here.
Mm-mm.
I mean, to be fair, does Godzilla ever truly win?
He won in the latest movie, the 2019 one. He won there. That was a solid win.
To be fair, did Kong ever win?
That time he felt that building pretty much doomed him for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
I think Kong won because, he generated his fame from, a city, and then, I don't know. He didn't win either.
It's like some Broadway musical. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere.
He didn't make it.
Nobody likes to be famous, Maddie.
Everybody.
Eventually, they'll take their lives. This is the exact Kurt Cobain scenario. Kong went through it too.
Oh, I was going for that movie. What was it with Nicole Kidman?
Oh yeah. Batman Forever.
No, not that one. Close. You're nobody if you're not famous. Come on, it was like John Waters. Was it about the teacher who like convinced her lover student to kill her husband?
The Angry Itch.
Not had begin the Angry Itch. That was not Nicole Kidman.
Oh, she looks just like her.
Actually,
Okay. Are you sure? Are you sure it's not Batman Forever?
Seems good.
I love it when you do a kiss from a rose on the grave.
Awful.
Oh, God.
It'll come to us later. It'll come to you guys like immediately as soon as we said it just now. And you'll be laughing at us because we don't remember it. We're not using the internet to cheat. So final thoughts, everyone. Final thoughts. Any ideas? Final thoughts?
My final thought is live your life like you are either Gojira or Kong, and you've made peace with what they told you was your enemy, and now you're together fighting the real enemy, which is the man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hmm.
And now I have that Seal song stuck in my head.
My
Because the
final,
Batman Forever soundtrack was great, right?
yep. My final thoughts: get some horror movies in you, and watch some American Sign Language. It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty good stuff.
All right. My final thoughts are go watch the HBO Watchmen series. It's nominated for so many Emmys, and there's a reason why. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch the Watchmen HBO series because it is fucking good.
Impressive. I heard good things.
You should watch good things. It is definitely great if you like Watchmen series.
Yeah.
Generally.
What else we're doing in COVID land? All right, that's gonna wrap up this episode of the Chainsaw Bar, or Big Monsters episode, COVID edition weirdness. And I don't know, that's all I got. I'm your host, Mike, signing off with
Madeline.
And Clayton.
Clayton. All right, 1, 2, 3 for good sakes. Go. Vroom. All right. Thanks for listening.